One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season. Taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more losses and upsets that you're like, that would never happen, and then you're right back in it.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking for space. It's Price. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gauze. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Took a shot as he threw. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This offense has it with really good field position. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Price. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Lopez wants to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
Finds his man. It's Fisher. There he goes. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Past the first down marker and still running. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Makes the grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Complete to start this drive. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. Turning it on. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a first down just outside the red zone. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Carr. The throw. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. That's caught. It's shipped. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Lopez to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll get rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. To start for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Second down coming up. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's shipped. Strong, firm tackle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. He wants to take the top off. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Speeding down the left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
The defense defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 21 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking for a crease to the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Flanagan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Release to the back. This time on target. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish! offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Going downfield for the big play. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fisher. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Lopez to pass. Might be looking to run. He's going to fire to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play.
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out.
North Carolina, 23.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Going right to work up top. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Out of bounds.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The hand to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They want that clock to run. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On the move, it's Price. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, what a... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete.
With the lead, sometimes you can get a little bit too cute on special teams. Trying to fake that field goal was just a bad decision because now they don't get it, and the opponent has an opportunity to capitalize with really good field position and score some points of their own.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays.
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Now, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lopez wants to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They want to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Buying some time. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not there, and now it sets up 4th down.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game, down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to